Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
What's that?
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
What's that?
Now Allen off the play action. Throw secured by George Pickett. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know what I like about that game? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Regular. That's it.
Play action now with Allen. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance of a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Hall there to haul it in. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. A give left side for Hall. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
50.
3rd and 2, Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, here comes Hall. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. Another big rip for him. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Allen setting up play action. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only a yard on that pickup, and it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 9.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Amendola able to put it through. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Rodgers here off the play action. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
This our last play of the quarter. 3rd down give to Hall. As the 1st and more inside the 45. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Second and 6 coming up here. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Well, one defender failed while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Hey, 626. Back north.
Now looking to throw with Rodgers. That's caught for the 1st. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now lead by 10. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Half. Look out.
Allen on the play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
On first down, they'll run. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They'll try the right side with Cook. Has a lane inside the 35. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Throwing now on first down. Allen escapes the pocket. The ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Brought down by Fred Warner. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Now Allen going to the air. That throw finds Kittle. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Buffalo! Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. they go right back to Hall. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Jets looking for a score before halftime. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He throws a bullet to the center. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bills are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down throw for Allen. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Second and 10 now. Into the hands of Kittle. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
You get right?
No, not at all, man. Shit, you my only hope, man. So, yeah, I was just waiting on you, cuz. That's all.
I was in podcast, man, so I got that motherfucker.
Yeah. I just need a little 50 bag, cuz. That's all. Okay, hey, I'm going to finish this Madden game, dog. Give me about 20, 25 minutes, dog. Then I'll be over.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball at the 33 for first down. Allen gonna throw again. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a 1-score game before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. He put some juice on a deep throw down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They run. Here's Hall. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Play action with Rodgers. He's going deep this time. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Bills get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
56, 56. Isaiah!
Trying the right side. Still has room inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. To stop in the quick pass, it became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
They kick the running back in motion. 1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Already a little work left to do by taking that sack, but you still got 2, maybe even 3 shots to go get it. Touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Very much in play on the next couple snaps.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Escapes out to the left. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returning it from the 4. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. A give left side to Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 8. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hall gets it again on 2nd down. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. A give left side for Hall. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Run it. 30. Get 300. Get 300. 26.
Off play action, Rodgers. And that's a New York touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Play action now with Allen. He's got Watson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Allen setting up play action. Hits his running back. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Gets at it. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets take over off their 3rd interception of this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. this quarterback's got to start protecting the football. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Hall on the give. Up the sideline, past the 40. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third down give to Hall. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw with Rodgers. That's cut at the 4. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets lead by 15 now. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he got this close to midfield before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Play action now, Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh no, they get him yet again.